Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Das Boot from 1981. It's directed by Wolfgang Peterson and stars Jürgen Prochnow and Herbert Grönemeyer. This is a bit strange, admittedly, because I wasn't exactly sure where to include this movie alphabetically, and I justify putting it here because Das is the in German, so it should be dealt with like any other movie that starts with the, and I should act like that part doesn't exist, but treat the boot part in its original German, so in my head, it still works. I suffer from, well, maybe suffer is too harsh a term. Perhaps troubled by? Anyway, I am troubled by a fear called submechanophobia, which isn't just a fear of submarines as it might seem. No, specifically it is a fear of submerged man-made objects. It's partly the unknown of the vast ocean when you can barely see 10 feet in front of your face that feeds into it. I'd show you a few photos, but dealing with them makes me super queasy and I don't like that feeling, so just Google it if you're curious. So the underwater scenes in this film where the sub is either disappearing in the expanse of muddled green ocean or is slowly appearing through it as the first shot of the director's cut shows, freaks me the fuck out, which strengthened the overall fear and anxiety this film plays on its viewers. And interestingly enough is the soldiers in the sub are Germans in World War II, so, Nazis. And yet, as the third hour of the director's cut rolled around, I kind of forgot they were Nazis and was sympathizing for their increasingly shittier situation. For any film to be able to do that, and for me, well, suffice to say this film possesses some powerful juju, I assume. It's also anti-war as fuck, as there are no celebrations of what they are doing on the submarine that don't almost immediately pale to the realities of either humanity or how war is a never-ending force fuck of oppressive means. The ending of this film speaks to that second part absolutely pitch perfectly, as something cataclysmic happens and instead of a roundup scene or perhaps leaving us with some sort of hope of some kind, Wolfgang Peterson says, nope, fuck your sensibilities. This movie is unceremoniously over, motherfuckers. Well, okay, maybe those weren't his exact words, but this is most certainly the intention behind how and why the movie just ends where it does. Do keep in mind that the director's cut, while an amazing overall journey, is about an hour longer than the theatrical cut, which came in at around 2.5 hours to begin with, so just be prepared for that. You might want to bring along some snackies. Das Boot's director's cut gets an A, and tomorrow I review Borat Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. Wow, that's a lot of title. See y'all then.